Well, I just finished Frankenstein, man. It's a pretty fucking intense experience. Um, wow. Like literally about 2 minutes ago I finished the book, so just kind of gonna talk through it and yeah, just process it, man. Because um I feel like the like intensely flowery um prose and just like old-timey speak was like a little bit of a hurdle to get through, because I'm on medication for like my ADHD, but like when I'm like on like the come up and like it's like I'm able to like concentrate, it's much easier to like kind of like pass the meaning, but like when I'm like more tired and like on the come down, I feel like they're just like the long sentences and the ways that the just sentences are structured and words that are used that like just aren't the like way that I'm used to reading. Like it's just I never failed to like understand like the meaning of like what was being said. Like would always get the idea, but I think like it's just to be able to connect purely with the thing. Um, it was more of a hurdle for me later on in the day when I would read, because I've been getting in like a place recently of just like reading like a lot. I think like since medication I've read like a lot, and I've been really just like excited to read again. Like after First Law I read Kindred, which was incredible. Like Kindred was just hard to read to be fair. Like on like an emotive one, like it was just so, I felt just, I don't know, just not being kind of just being kind of thrown into a history that like is the human history, like the human experience, and like to have, obviously being a white person like comes with a lot of, well, white man comes with a lot of privilege in like society and stuff, so race is never a thing that like I have to deal with, like really being discriminated against, um and like um just like in my own like personal life being uh trying to be more like anti-racist and kind of like speak up and try and like educate myself, and I have a lot of people in my life that like I love that like aren't white, so kind of trying to more loosely try figure out how to be more of like an advocate for like them, or when like people are just like talking out against um like minorities or like whatever the fuck anyway. But I feel like being in the head of a black woman, going back in time and like literally seeing what she saw, and just like the torture of like human beings is like, and just like so smart, just so well done, and like just the power of fiction to just like throw you into just like the most human like story. It was just like deeply moving, deeply beautiful, and just really hard to read. And I feel like just the like the concept of just like, you know, being tethered to this boy, this person, and then to just see what he grows up into, and to like have to like reckon with that, and then like in like her own time like trying to like stay free in her head while like living like almost like incognito as like a slave person, like it's like, and just figuring out how to be a slave and be like, best ways to be like subservient and to like not draw like undue attention to yourself, but then to be like not let that fire within yourself die of just like, we did this, man, like this isn't where I'm from, like this isn't me, like this is disgusting, like try and keep that in your head. Like it's really powerful. Just what an amazing story. Anyway, so I burned through that, and then Frankenstein I feel like was next, because I know that yeah, some booktubers that I follow really like and respect Mary Shelley and like what she did as an author, and basically like the introduction of like science fiction through like Frankenstein. And at school I never read, I think I had an opportunity to read Frankenstein, but I read Dracula instead, which I think I want to maybe go through a phase of just like reading the stories that I read back at school, because I really didn't enjoy the experiences of doing that. I remember I read Great Gatsby, Dracula, of Mice and Men. I remember really actually quite liking Great Gatsby, but like through like formal education, I read a bunch of Shakespeare and stuff, but through formal education, like not like being forced to read, as opposed to for your own enjoyment. Like I feel like it just like squandered a lot of those experiences that I could have really enjoyed, like watching like Nosferatu, and like even the trailer for the new Frankenstein, the Guillermo del Toro, I think is his name, Frankenstein that's coming onto Netflix, like that, like it really just like makes me want to just like dive into the source material. And I feel like Dracula deserves like a reread, because I wasn't really present when I read it. It was more just for education. So anyway, so this Frankenstein, man, wow, like aside from the prose, but like it's not even to say the prose are like a negative, because like, you know, I'm coming off of reading Joe Abercrombie, who's like much more like direct and like in like his handling of like prose and character and stuff, so it's just much more like to the point. And also like Kindred is like just the way that the sentences are structured, and which like it matches, I feel like, my preferences. But yeah, Frankenstein, I feel like in a lot of ways, like I found myself on my Kindle, because I read it on the Kindle, like I highlight it like a lot, for like such a short book. I think because Mary Shelley had like an incredible ability to like describe the like human emotion, and the torture of a person, and like the role that like shame and guilt can like play in just like the descent into like almost like madness. Like it was really I really felt, because I've dealt with like guilt and stuff, not obviously to that extent, but like I've dealt with guilt and shame in my life, and I feel like I've never really felt like that has been explored in such a direct way. And just the parallels between Frankenstein and Frankenstein's monster is, and like this, especially like kind of tied together through like the scene at the end when like I forgot his name, but the guy on the ship is like talking to the monster, and he Frankenstein's talking about, like, I think I may have highlighted something. Well, can I click this? Okay. You hate me, but your abhorrence cannot equal that with which I regard myself. I look on the hands which executed the deed. I think on the heart in which the imagination of it was conceived, and long for the moment when these hands will meet my eyes, when that imagination will haunt my thoughts no more. Like, Jesus, man, like that is just hauntingly beautiful. And like, just like he was talking about like how Frankenstein like wishes for the monsters to be dead, and he's like, but like he doesn't realize that like me being alive is the like more like the better revenge or whatever. Like, I didn't know much about the Frankenstein character beforehand. Actually, before I read the book, I watched Alvin and the Chipmunks Meet Frankenstein, because that was like one of my like nostalgic childhood movies, and for some reason like just thinking of Frankenstein, I was just like, oh my god, I want to watch that. So I started watching it, and it was like, in that, obviously Frankenstein's like a good guy, and Dr. Frankenstein is like this evil, like maniacal guy. But it's interesting how like in like the lexicon of like fiction, how like Frankenstein, well, first of all, Frankenstein isn't the monster, which I like thought was the vibe, and like I didn't know what the original story was, but like Frankenstein is almost like didn't know whether he was supposed to be like a villain or whatever, which it isn't really. I like how like just morally confused the whole book is. Like, it really is, there isn't a good guy and a bad guy. Like, within like the two like warring characters, like Frankenstein is someone to be looked on with pity and with like just hatred, and as is Frankenstein's monster, because there's so many, and I'm sure this, like, I'm not very good at like parsing like themes or whatever, but like I feel like Frankenstein, like there is definitely like, to show the parallel of their descent, like for Frankenstein to like create that being and then like abandon it, and then like his whole like life spiraling from them, and then Frankenstein's monster, excuse me, to come into life, and then like have its creator abandon it, and then like, oh my god, like the parts that I found just best parts of the book, in my opinion, were the POV from Frankenstein's perspective, because like when he's like hiding in that like the hovel and like watching the villagers, I don't know remember how he describes them, those people in the cottages, there you go, the cottages, and like their whole story, and like him watching was just like really haunting, and like took me like honestly by surprise how easy like that was to consume, and just how much I just wanted Frankenstein to just like, or the monster, excuse me, sorry, I'm gonna make that mistake a lot, wanting the monster to like just like find love, man. Like, it was just like, because it's just a living thing essentially, in a lot of ways, like has a human brain presumably, like is human, has human thoughts and feelings, but is the only one of its kind, and can't like like appear to a person without them like you know, like running away in fear, or like trying to kill him, and you know, like going up to the blind man and then like talking to him, and like just having that sort of interaction and being like, oh my god, are you gonna help me, and then just being so panicked when they come back. Oh, it's just so like beautiful, man. And like a lot of it was just really gripping. I found that reading like Frankenstein's story a lot, I think there was like the criticism that I would have is that there's just like, all of it is just like, oh my god, I've never felt so much grief in my life, I'm overcome by grief, this grief, oh my god, like shame and grief, oh guilt, oh woe is me, and then like you'd be like, oh actually I saw the sun, that was pretty cool, and then you'd be like, oh but like grief, and it's just like a lot of that, which I feel like was just like definitely like overdone. It was trying to like outdo itself in like the amount of grief the next time would happen. It's just like, by the time we got into like Elizabeth's death, it was like the guy's already experienced like grief, like so much grief, like it's the point where it's just like, how can you then oversell that much grief? And then it's just like, oh man, like shit. By the time we got into like his dad's death and like Elizabeth's, it was like, I feel like those should be the like crux and like the pinnacle of just like, wow, now I'm experiencing like so much. But like you can't really talk about that much negative emotion in a human being all the time consistently, to the point where he's just constantly like screaming and like fucking breaking down, and like everyone's worried about him, and then experience the real, not that the part wasn't real, but like the crux of the story, the part where like his wife dies, and it's like, now where do you go, like now, like in terms of like just like describing his situation. So I feel like the went a little bit overboard there, but like it was just riveting, man, riveting. Went by quick, and I liked it a lot. I feel like I'll quite like doing this habit of like explaining or like just running through my thoughts on the book after I've finished it. So I might continue to do that, because I'm not sure where I'm going to go next. I might. There's a few options. Excuse me. To be fair, there's a few that I want to reread. I want to reread Beartown by Frederick Backman, because I really like that book. And I never finished the series, the trilogy, excuse me. Small Gods, I know I love that book and I really want to read it again. I also kind of want to start, what is it called? Oh shit. Not Oathbringer, what is it called? Oh, Sunseeker? Sunseeker? No, sure, it's like Sun... What the fuck is it called, man? Oh, I don't know. That's gonna annoy me. Sun something. Anyway, it's like a Christopher Rocchio's series. Oath, some shit. Anyway, it's like, it looks good. So I might read that, but yeah, you never know. I guess we'll see in like the next fucking update, man. Well, it's been lovely to talk to myself. 17 minutes. That's pretty impressive, to be fair. Stay sunny.